News coming from Sunday Times says the real Thabo Bester fights to reclaim his identity from the rapist. For years, Thabo Bester's life has been a living hell as he has fought to prove that the Facebook rapist who bears his name has stolen his identity and gone on to commit violent crimes. Sitting in his RDP house in the Heidelberg township of Ratanda, Bester, a forklift driver, shakes his head as he explains to the Sunday Times how he believes Bester the rapist stole his identity masquerading as him. He says, "I was in prison for murder in 2010 when things started really going wrong for me. I was imprisoned in 2008 after I murdered my friend in a tavern. I was sentenced to 10 years and only got out of prison in 2018. He goes on to say, in 2010, I learned from my family that my identity document had been lost. I didn't think much about it as there was nothing that I could do about it. My family couldn't apply for a new identity document for me as I needed to make the application myself." He said in 2012 he started getting calls from his family telling him the police were looking for him, wanted to question him for alleged involvement in a business robbery. He goes on to say, "I told them to tell the police it was impossible as I was in prison. There was no way I could be in two places at once. The same thing happened again in 2018, just before I got out of prison." He goes on to say, "I was very confused about what was happening. It meant there was someone with my identity document which had my address committing these crimes in my name. The police were coming to my house and my neighbor's house asking for me." Bester said that after he was released from prison, he began to make inquiries and discovered that a person pretending to be him and using his identity number had been behind business robberies in Heidelberg and Balfour and had robbed a woman on the street in Ratanda. He goes on to say, "I went to the police and gave them my fingerprints. They got my prison records. The cases were withdrawn against me in court. They were withdrawn because it was not me who committed those crimes. I did not commit those crimes because at the time I was already in prison." He goes on to say, "I've never been charged for robbery before because I never committed a robbery. I've only committed murder." Last week, Colonel Mavela Masondo confirmed charges against the Bester the Sunday Times spoke to had been withdrawn by the courts. Bester said last week he heard on social media that his nemesis had escaped from prison in Mangaung and was on the run in Johannesburg. He says, "I was shocked. I thought this could not be happening again. People were asking me if it was me. I thought I cannot go through this whole mess again." He says, "I went to the police station on Monday and told them, here I am as the real Thabo Bester and not that other Thabo Bester. I spoke to a detective who took my statement and fingerprinted me. I was given strict instructions not to leave my house or Ratanda. I feel like a prisoner with this whole thing. This guy has stolen my life and has trapped me in a nightmare." Guys, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. This Thabo Bester honestly is doing the most. He goes on to say, "This guy has trapped me in a nightmare, which is not ending because this other Thabo Bester is still out there committing crimes." The Facebook rapist Thabo Bester, convicted of rape and murder, is believed to have escaped from Mangaung prison in May 2022 by faking his own death after setting a mattress alight in his cell. He is said to have used some 14 aliases during his criminal career. Ground Up recently reported the dead Bester was caught on camera in a Woolworths store in Sandton the previous month. Last week, the Sunday Times reported that a person using Bester's name committed an armed business robbery in Heidelberg, Gauteng in October 2018 and at Thunder in June 2019. The police have also linked this person to another robbery in 2012 in Mpumalanga. Hey guys, Can someone please tell us who is this Bester? What is his real name? This guy has been called so many names, I cannot even single them out one by one. And honestly, here is this man again who goes by the name Thabo Bester, who has lost all powers. His name is taken by someone that's doing the worst things ever. Anyway, guys, let's meet on the next video. My love is real. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Please remember to share this video, give it a like, and consider subscribing just in case you are not.